Okay. Hey guys. So in today's video, I have my friend Aubrey. So today's video has a lot of mixed emotions because this is going to explain why I didn't do much of Vlogmas because I was dealing with this situation right here. And I have Aubrey because she actually helped me figure out this situation was happening. So basically, want to tell them what happened?
You start, and when my turn comes in, I'll explain.
Okay. I got catfished.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the gist of it, okay? And this is not... Okay, so first off, let's pick names for these people because this is not to be, like, rude to these people in any way. But basically, me being a YouTuber, I share my life with you guys, and I like to document. I'm basically like Taylor Swift. You break her heart, she writes a song about you. You break my heart, I make a video about you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah, Aubrey knows what I mean. Like, when I was crying the other day, the first thing I said was, well, this is breaking my heart, but it's gonna be good content. Like, that, you know, I don't know. I'm not doing this to be rude whatsoever. And no, this has nothing to do with the people from the he rejected me because of my disability video.
Oh yeah, that was a whole different subject.
Yeah, that was a whole different subject. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. But no, this is two different people. And update, I'm friends with the girl who that guy started dating after he broke my heart. I'm friends with her again, but I still don't talk to, I think I called him Josh in that video.
Yeah, you did.
I still don't talk to Josh. I update, I cannot stand Josh. Tell me, can you stand him?
I never liked him. He was at my ex's birthday party one time, and all he did was ask for money to go skating when all we were doing was bowling.
Dude.
Yeah, that was kind of low.
Literally, this video is not about him. So, Josh, if you're watching this, bye, dude. This is, unless you wanna, what did you just?
I just did this. That's a reference from Friends.
Unless you wanna, like, watch another, like, story about my bad love life and you want to watch this to make fun of me, Josh, go right ahead. But
yeah, we need to pick out their names now.
Okay, so
for her, how about Natalie?
Yes, Natalie. And for him, let's call him, let's see, what's a 16-year-old boy's name? Matthew? I don't know any Matthews. Okay, let's go with Matthew, okay? And I don't want this story to come off as I am a person who falls quickly in love.
Lucky.
What?
I said lucky.
What do you mean?
I don't.
See, here's the thing. When you have a disability, you are vulnerable. Mm-hmm. So if the guy says the right things, you're in. There's no coming back. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, like Josh from story number 1, people will say very, very rude things to us. And so when they say something nice, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Natalie had just started working for my mom. She started working for us at the end of November, like right before my birthday, beginning of December. And now it's the day after Christmas, so it's been a while. But it hasn't been like too freakishly long, you know what I mean? So, one day I was talking to her, and we had always like talked about, you know, guys or whatnot, because she's only a couple years older than me, so we were always talking about guys and what have you, and she was working as my second caregiver, and so I told her that my dream guy, obviously I date American guys too, but my dream guy is British, blonde, blue eyes, and Christian. And he doesn't even have to be blonde hair, blue eyes, but if I could, like, have the world, my heart's version, if you will, of a perfect boy, that is what he would be, okay? And so, and we will use the pictures that I was catfished with in this video. So, so we were talking, and Natalie was like, I know this guy named Matthew.
I thought you were about to say the real name.
No. I've almost done that a couple times, but no, I would never. Matthew. And, he is 16 years old. He's British. He is Christian. And I think you'd like him because he has blonde hair, blue eyes. And the first thing I said was, give me his number. That was the first thing. Literally, I'm not even kidding you. First thing I said was, give me his number.
My man's, who isn't really my man's, is blonde hair with green eyes, so.
Yeah, we thought that was like, what do you mean your man?
Who's not really.
So me and this guy started talking, and we were just talking about, like, our faith and really getting to know each other. I say that, but now I'm just like, yeah. But, we're really getting to know each other. And Natalie had said that she had known him for 4 years and yada yada yada. He's been to her house before, just all this stuff. So I was like, good. And so I told him about my disability, and he goes, oh, that's so cute. And so for me, that's when I was like,
I'm in for good.
yeah, like, your girl, like, I was calling my friend, and I said, I have found an angel from heaven. Not you, but another one of my friends. And, so we were just talking, and another thing that melted my heart was he kept calling me, because this is so weird. I thought this was because he's British, or I thought he was British, but it ended up being that he just does it anyway. So he was like calling me like love and honey, and he was just melting my heart to the core, man. And he told me that he was epileptic, and like this boy, yo, he was melting my heart to the core. And basically, everyone was telling me don't fall too fast. But you know how it is when you have a disability and someone says that your disability is cute? Compared to what Josh did to me, that's like, I've died and gone to heaven, and like, met the man of my dream. Like, literally everything that she said he was like the equivalent to the man of my dreams. So we're just talking, and he sent me this picture. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen here for you guys. And he said, "This is what I look like," and I said, "Dang, you're cute." What you?
I didn't know they did anything.
Oh, okay. You're just laughing at me, whatever. So,
Laughing with you.
with.
Yes,
Okay.
with.
Okay, with. So we're just talking, and so okay. So then the next day, so I'm not gonna get too much into this, but Natalie had said he had home issues. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what those home issues were, because this actually wasn't a lie, so I'm not gonna go into that. But she had said that he had home issues. And so the next day, I texted him. I said, "Hey," after he had gotten out of church, and he was like, "Hey, love, I want to talk to you on the phone for the first time today." And I want to mention to you guys, this guy was like heavy flirting with me. I mean, Aubrey's seen the text. What do you got this? Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he was really like, you could tell he liked me. So the next day rolls around, and we had agreed to talk at like 7 o'clock. And so 7 o'clock rolls around, he's not answering the phone. And so I'm thinking, oh crap, his home problems are getting in the way. Something happened. And, so it turns out something did happen. I had to wait like 3 days to talk to him. And so, in the midst of actually no, it was like 5. In the midst of those 5 days, because Natalia, or what did we say? Natalie, me and Natalie were talking because she had been friends with him for 4 years, and she found out that one of his other family members was gonna get him a new phone because something had happened and he broke his. So I waited and waited, and this comes along, and I'm worried about him, okay? And also, in like 3 days into this like waiting process, he sent me some more pictures, which I'll keep popping up on the screen. And he was a mechanic. Well, he is a mechanic. So that's why I thought that one of the pictures was in front of a car. I thought
that was a good picture, though. I mean, like,
yeah.
I mean, whoever that was huge.
Yeah, I thought he sent me a picture from work or whatever, but it turns out he is a mechanic, but that wasn't really a picture he took at work. But anyways, so if I'm not making sense now, I will, like, later on in the video. So he sent me pictures, and I would send him like pictures of me, and nothing inappropriate, y'all. No. I would never do that. But like cute selfies and stuff, I would send them to Natalie, who would send them to no, it was Matthew's friend who would show them to him, I guess. I don't know, because at this point his phone is broken. So, like, whenever his phone, like, got fixed or whatever, one of his family members got him a new one. Matthew got off of work at 5:30 because what happens was he would go to school and then get out of school and go to his shop to work for a few hours. So he got out at 5:30, and me and Natalie were both excited because we weren't hearing much from his friend, but we knew that his aunt was getting him a phone that day, so we're like, ooh, it's phone day, like, we can talk to Matthew, you know, it's gonna be a good day. So, I'm waiting, and I am waiting, and I am waiting, and I am waiting, and my mom, this whole time, is skeptical that Natalie is not telling the truth. And honestly, were you?
Yeah, I was. But, I mean, I also didn't want to say anything, and then you get mad at me for it. So I just I tried my best to believe about everything you were saying was true. So I was kind of like tricking myself into thinking it was true in a way. I just would have liked to think that you could get a guy that was, like, so perfect for you and is nice to you and says all that stuff about you.
Yeah. And mind you, I was blindsided because he told me that my disability was cute. And when you have a disability, that's like a guy saying you're you're a queen, pretty much. You know what I mean? So, okay. Also, another thing was that he was supposed to come see me on December 28th. And I knew it was true that he had broken his phone, so I didn't think much about that we hadn't talked for those days, because I thought we were going to talk that day. And so we never talked, and basically I was worried, and one day at school I actually had to get sent home because my stomach was hurting because I was worried, because of his home issues. I thought something had happened, and so I was worried, and yeah, so basically that night, Natalie calls me and is like, I talked to Matthew's family, and they said that he may have to move back to London because of his family problems, and they're making the decision tomorrow. And I was crying. Because, like, me and Matthew, we had texted. Okay. We had, like, texted and whatnot, and we established that we had trusted each other. And this is a period of, like,
2 weeks?
2 weeks. And so, basically, I cried.
You were heartbroken.
Yeah, I was so scared. I was like, what like literally, I called you. I was hysterical.
You were in tears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Yeah, and like Aubrey's gonna take a second and tell you what was going through her head at that moment.
I felt bad. Like, I wish I could have been there for you, but I was so busy taking care of my siblings, you know, like doing the laundry and making sure they had dinner and stuff, or else I would have been over here like that.
Yeah,
But
like
in my head, when they said he was going to London, he was like, what? She said he was 17?
16.
16?
Yeah, and I don't want to get any comments like he was too old for you, because y'all, I'm 15. That's only by a year. But what?
But you said that he was supposed to move back into his hometown, which was London. But he...
Or so we thought.
Yeah. He not allowed
In America.
Yeah, somewhere in America. But there's no way he could have been in London without, like, a family member. He would have to have been alone.
Yeah. But
That didn't make sense to me. He had no reason to go to London.
yeah, I know.
That's why I was a little confused.
Yeah. The only family he has is in America, but whatever. So I'm trying not to cry right now. It's fine. Keep it together. So, oh yeah, breathe. Mind you guys, that I just found out that I was catfish like 2 days before Christmas. And it's the day after Christmas. So emotions are fresh. Everything is just like fresh off the plate. So basically, I went home. I was crying. Mom was like so upset because I was obviously very upset, and I waited and I waited, and I was texting one of our guy friends from our school, and he was like consoling me and like basically just
Let's
like,
call him Scott.
yeah, Scott. Okay, so Scott was being a very good friend.
Yes.
A very, very good friend. And Scott, because I had told Scott, I was like, oh, what if Matthew forgets about me? And Scott goes, Matthew would never forget about you. I know I wouldn't. And then that made me cry even harder. And y'all, I can't. I was so, it was horrible.
Yeah.
So, I'm sitting there and I'm crying, listening to sad songs, and see, I love London. So, I'm thinking, you know, like, once he moves in a few months, I'll go see him or something. Even though I knew my mom would never let me go to a different country, I was just like, you know, I don't care, whatever. You know, like, young teenage love is all I gotta say. That's literally all I gotta say. So, I was just crying, and what was it? You had texted me. At this point is when you texted me, and what did you say first? Wait, what? What did you say when you texted me first that night about the pictures?
Oh.
Go get your phone.
Alright.
Okay, so Aubrey's gonna go get her phone, and she's gonna show you exactly, what?
About the
That.
pictures I found?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I said...
we text a lot, so this is, okay, so.
Okay, I said, look, I found Matthew's pictures online. And it was this one, who was also known as Josh Gray. It was this one. He's cute. Take a good picture.
I know. And like, I was so like distraught. And so, and then the next text you sent me, because I remember you're like, I found more.
Yeah.
And you had found like a match for every single one of the pictures that
Yeah, if you know Case Cheese from TikTok, that was a picture she used.
Yeah.
The one with the airplane.
So Natalie, I think that's what we named her. Natalie had sent me like pictures of this TikTok guy of
Josh Gray.
Josh Gray, like literally. And so at this point I'm in shock. I am in literal shock. So I was shocked. I didn't want to believe it. Do you remember like what my state of mind was in that moment? Because I called you.
Yeah, you called me and you were just like, the first thing you said was, hold up, does this mean he's fake?
Yes!
By Teen Boys or something like that?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I found his picture on like the third picture. I was just like, what?
Yeah, exactly. So, so then I was so aggravated. So I call, what did we call her? Natalie. And I'm like, yo, Matthew's picture is on Pinterest. And at this point I knew she had lied, but I wanted to not bust her yet because I was just curious to see how long she was going to let this go on for.
Or maybe if she would kind of tell the truth at the start.
Yeah, I was just like my mind was kind of filled with curiosity. So I called her and she's like, I don't know how they'd be on there. And I said, I know how you lied. And she was crying and saying that I was accusing her and all this and that and the other. All this, da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? So I get that from Christina Randall. If you don't watch her videos, you know she goes da-da-da-da a lot when she's just talking about stuff. But is my face getting red?
No, not really.
'Cause I can feel my emotions are everywhere. But so the next morning I wake up, I call her, and she said I lied, and she said that basically Matthew was real and everything was real. And guys, she sent me a picture that we cannot find on the internet, and except for the fact that he was British, but he actually did like me and all this stuff. And I eventually was like, okay, if he liked me, maybe we can make this work. But then again, I didn't want to start a relationship that was built on a lie, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I had said.
And, so I was like calling him, texting him, because I wasn't mad at him. I was mad at her because she told him to do it. And I had said, what were you going to do on the 28th when he is supposed to show up to my house? And she said, just not come.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What?
What? But it's later on now. As far as the healing process goes, I am, what would you say on a scale from 1 to 10? Where am I at?
I would say a 4.
Yeah, I'm getting there. We're getting there. I am shocked I did not cry at all once in this video. We made it, Aubrey. We did it. I didn't cry one time. Okay, so let me tell you one thing that literally got me through it, though, was Sarah Evans and Jana Kramer. And if you don't know who they are, they write sad breakup songs. So literally go listen to them. And yeah, and the night that I thought he was moving to London, I listened to Blake Shelton's song, I Want to Go Home. Oh, sorry, that was a startle reflex. Have you ever heard that song?
I think so. My dad is like a big country guy, so like he's probably listens to every country song ever.
Yeah, but that's just my story. And I'm probably gonna get thousands of comments like, don't fall in love that fast. But when people say stuff about your disability and yada yada yada, like that like attracts you, you know. I thought he was the nicest guy ever because no one had ever said my disability was cute.
Hey Richie,
Yeah.
your disability is cute.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
But basically, yeah, that's my catfish story. That's what happened to me. And if Josh Gray is watching this video, you, a 16-year-old picture of you or a picture of you when you were like 14, 15, 16 years old, I don't know how old you were exactly, was used to catfish me. So if that makes you happy, then
Go die in a hole.
that's mean.
Okay.
Josh Gray didn't do that.
I'm just kidding. Shouldn't make him happy though.
Yeah. He would. He's Scottish, so Irish, so he'd probably be like, "Oh, this is my horrible attempt of doing an Irish accent."
Oh no.
He would probably say something like, "I'm sorry." Wait, I don't know how to do an Irish accent. I won't even do it. But you guys, that was my story, and I hope you guys liked it. Hopefully we won't have to make any more videos about how bad my love life is. Maybe the next relationship video you will see, I will be with a boy sitting next to me and not with another heartbreak story, but
Hey, my love life isn't any better, so
yeah, we're gonna be like one of those sad old cat ladies, like
triangle. Love triangle.
what? Oh yeah, you're in a love triangle right now, aren't you? But I hope you guys like this video. I don't know what to say now because that was just emotionally draining. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.